Here's a look at our next quarterfinal. Reza Nasri against Brian Johnston. Nasri, a Greco-Roman submission wrestler. Johnston, who you saw on UFC 10, is a kickboxer. Here's a look at the tail of the tape for this battle. There are the two disciplines. Johnston and Nasri, both 27 years of age. Johnston has the height advantage. In terms of weight, Johnston is up from 225 in the last fight. And Nasri, our first competitor from Iran. Johnston is from San Jose, California. Reza Nasri making his debut in the octagon. He is from Isfahan, Iran. That's 5 hours from Tehran. The 1986 Iranian champion in Greco-Roman, and claims to be the 1986 World Greco-Roman champion in Germany as well. Managed by Sandy Frank, trained by Hashim Fenatillo.
Now, Nasri is a world-class grappler, certainly very strong in the sport of wrestling. I had a chance to watch him on ground fighting, and he seems very well versed in the guard and in the mounted position. And we have never seen him before, so he's going to be unpredictable in his attacks.
So Reza Nasri talking about his strategy and style.
Goes everything with me. Wrestling, everything. Punch, elbows, knees.
So Nasri is ready to go. He teaches fighting full-time to 50 students in Studio City, California. Rents a place, wants to own his own gym someday. His opponent made a nice debut in UFC 10. Brian Johnston. 12-0 in amateur kickboxing. Currently the Northern California Golden Gloves super heavyweight champion. He defeated Scott Fiedler in UFC 10. Lost to Don the Predator Fry, but put up a heck of a fight, and he looks ready and more built than ever. Managed and trained by Javier Mendez. In his corner is James Brewster Thompson. He's a full-time instructor fighting submission at the American Kickboxing Academy in San Jose. So here comes Johnston, second appearance to the octagon, and what a difference it makes. He says his style is to have a totally well-rounded package. What does that mean, Don the Dragon?
Well, even though he's well-rounded, he's mainly a striker. He's, of course, a Golden Glove champion. He studied wrestling and judo. He's undefeated as an amateur kickboxer, 12-0. He prefers, of course, to stand and fight.
Johnston getting set for battle. He talks about his first-round matchup against Nasri.
If he wants to wrestle, we're going to box. If he wants to box, we're going to box. I'm not afraid to go to the ground with him. I will. I'm going to do anything it takes to win.
Well, you have to like his confidence and his focus.
The man looks focused, and certainly when we saw him go against Don the Predator Fry in UFC 10, he opened a lot of people's eyes with his skill. He gave Fry everything he wanted. In fact, I would tend to think this table thought Fry might lose that fight.
Let's go to the G-Man, Rich Goins, for the formal introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, our second match of the evening. Please welcome the first time to the octagon, an expert in Greco-Roman submission wrestling, a second-degree technician in Wing Chun Kung Fu, 1986 Iranian and World Greco-Roman champion. He's 27 years old, 5'11", 205 pounds, fighting out of Los Angeles, California via Isfahan, Iran. Please welcome Reza Nasri. And his opponent, a kickboxer with a record of 12-0 in amateur competition. He holds a black belt in judo and is the reigning Northern California Golden Gloves super heavyweight champion. He's 1-1 in UFC competition, 27 years old, 6'4", and 235 pounds, fighting out of San Jose, California, UFC 10 veteran, Brian Johnston.
It's the USA versus Iran. And this one could be a good one.
I think this is going to be a very competitive fight. Johnston obviously wants to use his punching skills. Nasri would like to take it to the ground. Again, another classic matchup of styles.
Nasri storming across the octagon.
And he definitely is starting to shoot. He took a knee there.
Knee by Johnston. Another knee by Johnston. Up against the fence.
Johnston very powerful. Oh, he just whips him to his back.
What a move by Johnston. And he's got him in the mounted position. Big right hand. That's it. It's over quick.
Oh my gosh.
Stay right there. All right? Stay right there. It's all right.
Furious effort by
Ladies and
Johnston.
gentlemen, the winner, Brian Johnston.
You lay down ready and you don't move, all right?
Well, Johnston took it
For me, and I apologize. You
right to
killed him. I'm
Nasri.
sorry about that, dude.
Even the wrestler couldn't handle the power of Johnston. He just picked him up and flung him to the ground. And with a series of headbutts and right hands,
Well, you know, Johnston had one thing that Nasri didn't have, experience in the octagon. And that counts for a lot right there. He knows what to expect. He knows what to do in there. He's been there before. This was Nasri's first time in the octagon.
That one was scary, and Big John McCarthy apologized to Nasri about not stopping it sooner. You could hear him.